Australia sold 1.2 million new vehicles in 2025, a record. But hidden inside that number is a story of brands in freefall and cars nobody is buying. This countdown covers 6 brands backed by official VFACTS data, and the surprising reasons each ended up unsold on dealer lots. From regulatory blindsides to collapsed value pitches, number 6 starts with a brand that lost nearly 40% of its lineup overnight. Number 6, Mitsubishi found itself blindsided by the very government rules meant to keep buyers safe. When ADR 9800 took effect in March 2025, it forced the immediate exit of the ASX Eclipse Cross and Pajero Sport, models that together made up nearly 38% of Mitsubishi's local sales. The timing couldn't have been worse. The new Spain-built ASX, based on the Renault Captur, landed in November with a sticker price starting $13,250 higher than the outgoing model. Buyers, unsurprisingly, balked. ASX sales collapsed by 87.4% according to VFACTS, and Mitsubishi's own product team conceded that demand for the replacement was nowhere near forecast. The wider brand dropped 17.9% to 61,198 units for the year, while dealers scrambled to move Outlander stock by undercutting Chinese rivals like the Chery Tiggo 4 and BYD Atto 3. For Mitsubishi, a regulatory deadline instantly shrank the showroom, then a pricing mismatch hammered what was left. Number 5. Volkswagen's slide isn't a sudden collapse, it's a long, slow bleed. In 2015, the brand moved more than 60,000 vehicles across Australia. By 2025, that figure had shrunk to just 28,970, with VFACTS recording a 16.8% fall in 2024 and a further 20.6% drop in 2025. This isn't about one bad quarter or a single regulatory tripwire. Instead, Volkswagen's problem is chronic. A decade of eroding pricing power and a shrinking value gap. The Passat and Caravelle quietly disappeared from showrooms, while the Caddy managed a mere 113 buyers for the year. Models like the Tiguan and Taigo, once pitched as premium alternatives to Korean rivals, now sit on capital city lots with heavy discounts, more than $4,000 off in some cases, just to keep inventory moving. The old argument that Volkswagen deserved a price premium over Hyundai or Kia has lost its edge, especially as Chinese SUVs undercut on price and match on spec. The medium passenger car segment itself shrank by nearly half in 2025, leaving Volkswagen stalwarts stranded in a category buyers are abandoning. For Volkswagen, it's not a dramatic fall from grace, but a slow fade as the market moves on. Number 4, Jeep stands as the most dramatic collapse in the Australian automotive market's recent history. In 2025, Jeep managed just 1,682 sales, according to VFACTS, the lowest annual total since records began in 1997, and a staggering 94% below its 2014 peak of over 30,000 units. This isn't a case of gradual decline, but a multi-front implosion. 4 consecutive years of double-digit sales drops, down 14.2% in 2022, 30.4% in 2023, 48.7% in 2024, and another 31.5% in 2025, have left the brand a shadow of its former self. The dealer network has withered from 65 locations in 2021 to just 44 by 2025, shrinking Jeep's physical presence as well as its market share. Product strategy hasn't helped. The Wrangler lost its diesel V6 option, the Grand Cherokee was pushed into 6-figure territory only to have its price slashed by $33,000 before being axed altogether, and yet it still ended up as Jeep's top seller with 673 clearance units. The new Avenger electric SUV launched at $49,990 before on roads barely registered with 97 sales for the year. Meanwhile, fresh off-road competition from GWM Tank and Denza B5 has chipped away at Jeep's last remaining niche. The result is a brand that has managed to lose relevance, value, and reach all at once. Dealer lots are full, but buyers are looking elsewhere. Number 3, Nissan offers a masterclass in how momentum can vanish almost overnight. After a rare burst of growth in 2024, with sales up 15%, the brand crashed back to earth in 2025, down 21.6% to just 35,511 units, falling out of the top 10 to land in 12th place nationally. The X-Trail, long a dependable mover, slipped 10.2%, while the Navara Ute was walloped with a 28% drop. The Navara's future now lies in a rebadged Mitsubishi Triton, a practical move that does nothing for Nissan's already fragile brand identity. Discounted Navaras in Queensland and Western Australia signalled dealer nerves, but the bigger story is confusion. What does Nissan stand for, and who is it for? The electric Leaf, once a symbol of forward thinking, bowed out quietly in 2025 with just 62 buyers as BYD soared past 52,000 sales. Nissan isn't suffering a single catastrophic event. Instead, it's giving back every gain, losing its grip on segments it once owned and watching rivals define the market's future. Number 2, Alfa Romeo stands as a case study in reputation drag. In 2025, the brand managed just 463 sales across Australia, a 17.5% drop that leaves its dealer lots quieter than ever. The Giulia sedan continues to win over motoring journalists and turn heads at showroom entrances, but admiration alone isn't moving the needle. With price tags hovering between $80,000 and $90,000, Alfa's lineup asks buyers to take a leap of faith that few are willing to make. Decades of stories about high service costs and unpredictable electrics still haunt the badge, even as recent engineering has largely addressed those old complaints. The Tonale compact SUV, pitched as a fresh start, is lingering in inventory, while Chinese rivals like the Chery Tiggo 4 and BYD Atto 3 fly out the door on value and features. For Alfa Romeo, the problem isn't the cars themselves, it's the long shadow of what the brand used to mean. Here, trust has become the rarest commodity of all. And finally, in first place, MG illustrates just how quickly the disruptor can become the disrupted. After years of explosive growth, the brand's momentum evaporated in 2025, with sales dropping 18.4% to 41,298 units, the steepest reversal in its Australian run. MG's claim to fame was always value. The ZS small SUV seemed to be everywhere, and sharp pricing made the brand impossible to ignore. But as 2026 arrived, that formula lost its edge. The Chery Tiggo 4 overtook the ZS to become Australia's top-selling small SUV, while BYD shot up 156.2% to 52,415 sales, and GWM posted a healthy 23.4% gain. MG's own ZS and MG4 models, once the darlings of the dealer floor, began to linger. Inventory turnover hit record highs, and dealers responded with discounts of up to $5,000 on the MG4 electric hatch. The brand slipped 2 spots in the national rankings, a clear sign that the market's appetite for cheap and cheerful is now being satisfied by fresher Chinese names and a new wave of well-equipped Korean contenders. MG's entire pitch was about momentum and value, but as every rival learned the same playbook, the first mover advantage simply expired. In a field moving this fast, standing still amounts to falling behind. Across all 6 brands, one fact stands out. In 2026, legacy isn't enough. When tech, value and regulation shift this fast, even household names get left behind. Australia's market now rewards relevance, not reputation, and buyers hold all the power. Subscribe for more data-driven insights on the road ahead.